Sadness, I have a super important job just for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Follow me.
What are you doing?
And there. Perfect. This is the circle of sadness. Your job is to make sure that all the sadness stays inside of it.
Oh man, we are inside Pixar's Inside Out. Will this movie ever get made? What's next, Mark?
After the storyboards are approved for a given scene, they're delivered to Kevin, our editor. This is where they cut those storyboards together.
And this is what they give me.
Are you kidding, Kevin? You make an animated masterpiece from this? There's no sense of time, no drama. There's not even any character voices. What's up with that?
What we do in animation is we don't put the actors together in a room and work on a scene. Essentially, they're working alone. They're not working off another actor. So any sense of rhythm or dialogue has to be created in the editing room.
We have a recording studio or two here at Pixar that we use, and we often have people that work here do the voices of the characters until we know enough about the character to cast that role to an actor.
We use them because we spend 3 years basically rewriting the movie before we go into production. So for 3 years, we use our in-house actors.
So once all those drawings and the music and the dialogue are all edited together by Kevin, it looks a little bit like this.
I was thinking more rain. Oh, you mean like when you're under a tree, nice and cozy, and you can hear the raindrops hitting the leaves?
Well, more like when the rain runs down our back and makes our shoes soggy and we get all cold and shivery and everything just feels droopy.
One of the secrets of Pixar, I think, is if you can make the movie play emotionally with this simple drawing, then you know you've got something. You know, it's only going to get better as you add the layers of production.
Oh.
Once the whole movie is storyboarded and cut, and you have a 90-minute working version of the film, we'll head to our movie theater here, and we'll fill it with an audience. And we'll screen the film for them, and then we'll meet with them, the Brain Trust, to get their notes and their thoughts on what worked in the story, what wasn't working, what characters made sense, what was funny, what wasn't funny. And we repeat this cycle every 4 months, again and again and again.
And we'll show this, and we'll get notes, and we'll change lines of dialogue. We might change the music. It's very adaptable at this point, you know. We can pull chunks of the movie out and rewrite chunks, and it's great. It's a great, quick way to get the story together.
Yeah.
Oh, after 3 years, I hope you're going to do something quickly. I want to see the finished movie now. I want to see something that looks like this.
Wait, Jai, you could get lost in there.
Think positive.
Okay, I'm positive you will get lost in there. That's long-term memory, an endless warren of corridors and shelves. I read about it in the manuals.
The manuals? The manuals! You read the manuals!
Yeah,
So you know the way back to headquarters.
I guess.
You are my map. Let's go. Lead on, mind map. Show me where we're going.
Way to go, Joy. Okay, so our movie stars look like this in the movie, but they don't start out that way. There's many steps to getting the concept artwork to the big screen. Once models are sculpted by the art department, they then make their way into the computer. If things like hair and clothing are needed, well now's a good time to chuck them on. Then the final step is the shading of the character, where they apply textures, colours, patterns, and other stuff like that. So what's next, Kev?
So the next step is layout, which we take now hand-drawn Joy and put her in the real world.
So once the storyline is completed, the scene is created in the computer in layout, and this is a virtual camera they put in there, and the characters and set are staged or placed into positions that work visually with the chosen camera angle.
What about that time with Meg when Riley laughed so hard milk came out of her nose? Come on.
Yeah, that hurt. It felt like fire. Oh, it was...
Okay, don't think of that. Let's try something else. What are your favorite things to do?
My favorite? Well, I like it when we're outside.
And from an editing point of view, the challenge is she has no emotion. That's the look on her face. They can do very broad things in layout, but this process is mainly to get the camera and the blocking in place. You can see emotionally, this is really hard to read. We tend to not show to outsiders.
Oh, shucks, Kev. I guess you must think of me like an insider now, rather than an outsider. You little ripper. Coming up, just how did San Francisco ruin pizza?
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza.